All right, welcome back. This is definitely the same day and not many weeks later.
Certainly not. There's approximately 87 minutes later, somewhere on there, give or take. A week.
The 1 minute spot we changed into different clothes.
And different hairstyles. And we might look slightly older than we did last.
With all that aside, we did just finish watching All Cheerleaders Die.
Yep.
What are your initial thoughts?
Was that billed as a horror comedy?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
It was tongue in cheek.
It was neither a horror nor a comedy.
Fair enough. We did laugh, but I think we laughed for the wrong reasons at stuff that wasn't meant to be laughed at.
It had its moments. A horror film.
It's not a horror film.
It wasn't scary.
It's not.
Supernatural.
I laughed.
The very first thing that caught you off guard, early on in the movie, and it was just more of a wince.
The neck break?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit bothers me.
And that was instant, and that was like the only scene like that, where except for the cat.
Yeah, well that was a funny one too.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of stuff that the director thought was funny, like the music at those scenes.
You think he did that on purpose?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. But he or she, it could have been a woman, I don't know.
There's a like a car chase scene, and two of the cheerleaders on a motorcycle, and they just play like real slow love music. It was out of place, but I guess it was meant to be funny.
I mean, if you think about it, like when I'm editing videos and we're like talking about stuff, and I do something, and it's kind of like, to us, it's the funniest thing. It's like an inside joke.
Right, yeah.
People watching it probably have no fucking idea. So
yeah, we're just popping ourselves. Maybe that's what he was doing.
I mean, we don't have the budget to put it on a feature film. Well, that probably wasn't a feature film. It was a reach. Like they stretched a lot of things to try to make it funny or to try to make it scary. The special effects left a lot to be desired. I could have animated any of those things probably even better. I don't know.
How about the gore?
The gore would have been good, but it looked so fake. Like it looked way too fake. There was, I think, one scene where the blood actually looked like blood. When the guy got thrown up in the tree. And
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, the only scene that I saw that I was like, wow, that looks like a horror movie. The rest of it was all CGI.
For the most part,
It was mostly like CGI blood.
Yep.
And it didn't look realistic. It wasn't.
The acting?
The acting was hit or miss. The main bad guy, good guy. I guess he's a bad guy.
Oh, he was the villain.
Oh, he was a bad guy.
Yeah, the jock.
Yeah. He's an asshole. It's late. I'm sorry. Yeah, the main bad guy. I really didn't like his acting at first because he didn't really do anything. But by the end of it, I thought he did pretty good. Any of the girls could have been replaced by any other female, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Especially the witch. I think she was especially bad.
I would have liked to see her character played by like Fairuza Balk.
I don't know who that is.
The girl from The Waterboy. The girlfriend.
Yeah. Why?
She played it before, like.
Do you think
The Craft?
This movie might be too low profile for her?
Oh yeah. Well, maybe not now. It did. Like, nobody was a standout character.
No.
There was nothing.
I thought the neighbor across the street was like the best actor in the movie.
It was, yeah.
And maybe the lawn guy.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Creativity.
It was interesting that there were things in it that I wouldn't have expected, but it was also a stretch. Almost like they were making shit up as they went along.
I mean, how much of that might have been the point, though, with it trying to be a comedy?
Yeah, but there's a way to do it, and a way, there was no, like, concise points throughout the movie. Like, cartoons are broken up into three. They have, like, their 2 commercial breaks in between, and it's, like, the first act, second act, and third act, and it all culminates in the third. There was none of that in this movie. It was kind of a chore to watch it after a while because it just kept.
Yeah, you definitely weren't into it.
It kept dragging.
I definitely enjoyed it more than you did. Yeah, I could just tell. Your body language. You looked over. You're like, I'm not into this.
It's really hard for me to get bored by a movie because I really get into them, especially a horror movie and especially like a horror comedy.
Suspense, I think we kind of glossed over. There really was no suspense, whether intentional or not. It wasn't a horror movie.
The things that could have been suspenseful, they made way too predictable. Like focusing on those bear traps for 10 minutes. As soon as I saw it, somebody's gonna get caught by the bear traps.
And someone got caught by the bear traps.
It's gonna be one of the witches. Like I knew that guy was playing with the bear traps. So he's gonna use them later.
And audio soundtrack, I think we kind of went over that too.
There wasn't much music.
There was a cool like rock song at some point that got really loud that we had to turn down.
Yeah.
But overall, what's your rating? Give me a 1 to 5. Give me a 0 to 5. No, give me a 1 to 5. Now give me a 0 to 5.
2.
2.
2 out of 5.
Wow.
With 2 being the best. No, I'm just kidding. I just fired it.
A really wacky grading scale.
It fits the movie. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I wouldn't watch it again.
Wow.
Like there are other movies like, and I had high hopes for it. That was my pick.
That was I'm blaming him because I wanted to do the anthology that was in the Horrorpack this month.
What would you say out of 5?
I would give it a 3 if I can, a 3.5. I enjoyed it a lot more than you did. I mean, it was campy and cheesy.
I think it tried to be campy.
Yeah.
It was too forced. I mean, Evil Dead. Evil Dead is
exactly
campy,
the original Evil Dead.
But they didn't try it.
No, right. They did with Army of Darkness though.
I don't think it really it didn't fit the genre. It didn't.
I won't go 3.5. I'll give it a straight 3. You still think that's high?
No, I give it a 2.
mean,
I felt like
I didn't hate
generous.
it. I didn't feel like it dragged. I know it did for you, but.
Okay, would you watch it again? Will you watch it again?
I'll never put it in again. I got too many movies to watch as is. I'll never watch it again. But
would you recommend it to anybody?
I wouldn't not recommend it. If someone said this is on HBO at 3 in the morning, give it a watch. You know.
I'll put it on to fall asleep to it, but I'm not gonna stay up and intently watch it. I mean, I barely do now. Barely.
If this was on. You were flipping through the channels it was on. You wouldn't watch it.
Not if anything better was on.
Yeah. All right.
Like an infomercial.
That's what I'm. You really hated this movie.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I had high hopes for that movie, and it just didn't quite live up to it.
All right. So that's a total combined 5 out of 10 we gave it. The Town That Dreaded Sundown is definitely better. Way better. So far, that's our number 1 on the Horrorpack countdown.
Yep.
And I don't think it'll be long until we have our next one.
Yeah.
So I think we could wrap this up.
We'll wrap it up. More.
Danger. We're gonna cut it out.